Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Gophers will put total weather and we'll get started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will go to work first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Childs. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Belling. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before the chains move. Cap formation pays off. Wants to adjust the pattern. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The give to the left side. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Childs. The sure hands, it's Brown. The Spartans have a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
To the air on first down. The throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. To running room. Touchdown, Sparty. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Minnesota's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Look out, he's got room. All out of space. And he'll be brought down.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Finds his tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
To the air. It's Lindsey. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Bullard. And he pumps it up inside the 20.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Handoff from the gun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Ooh, unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the option. Here's the handoff. It's just headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver of the football in space, and he does the rest.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give to the single back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Minnesota! And what's
This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll try the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. There he goes. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He'll keep it himself. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off-play action on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Childs. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Safe completion on the screen. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. And the Spartans pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Childs. Grab near the sticks, it's Belling. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
The Spartans have it back on offense. To play some good ball. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's Bullard.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Bullard. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's McCray. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got it in the middle. It's Belly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. It's loose. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Dances away to buy time. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Smashes it between the uprights. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Lindsey. Setting up the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They want to run it left here. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the quick shuffle pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Got his man quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's loose. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Going to try to get it himself. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He's got an open man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Toss sweep right. Wide open spaces. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Spartans have a lot of options on second and inches. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Spartans are facing third and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Spartans. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Lindsey. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Tracy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Buys a little extra time. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll come to the line 1st and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. Looking for the goal line. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Childs. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Number 12, Allstate in the end zone.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with